Hi there, welcome to my new journal setup. My name is Sarah. As you could see, it is raining right now, which is the perfect weather to start working on my journal for the upcoming school year. Where I live, school starts on the 1st of September, so as a teacher and a mom, it very much feels like that is the beginning of a new year, more so than the 1st of January. This year I decided on a bit of an Arabian Nights theme. My themes are usually inspired by the cover of the bullet journal I'm using, which in this case is an Archer and Olive journal with a dark blue and gold cover. On the first page I wrote down the years that will be covered in this journal as an easy reference for the future. And the page that you see me working on right now is a page that will be filled with all the tasks that should be done weekly, so I have an easy reference for them without having to write them down each week separately again. Also on this page I'm making a list of ideas. These ideas can include fun things to do, outings to go on, but also things that need to be done around the house or ideas I have to try and do around the house. If they will get done, I'm not too sure about that, but at least I will have a place to note them down and won't forget them. The next page that I'm working on is my next year page. Here I write down every date that is important for the school year after the one that will be starting in September. So that would be the school year of 2027 to 2028. Next, I am setting up my future log. This means that I am going to make calendars for all the weeks of the upcoming year, in which I can write down any dates that I'm familiar with already, any appointments that have to be followed, anything that I need to know for a certain date. This could be a birthday or a holiday, anything like that. So you will see that for each page I am making a grid for 4 weeks. I have figured out in the past few years that this system works really well for me. It means that I have to set up the same grid 13 times in order to get to 52 weeks. Next to each 4-week grid, I am making a list of things or tasks that need to be done around that time. Things like putting up the Christmas tree at the end of November, or if you are very strict, only in the second week of December. But I prefer to put it up sooner. Anything that is important to put there. I have this whole system worked out through the years of when certain things need to be washed. Or cleaned, bills that need to be paid at certain times, schoolwork that needs to get done before a certain date. This list helps me to keep on track of everything. It is pre-planning, so to say, and it helps me out a lot actually. Here I am actually setting up 2 separate pages. On the left side I am setting up a page for my daughter, any information that I need to remember about her school. This could be certain things like on Mondays and Fridays she has to bring a piece of fruit to school maybe. And this is something I should not forget, trying to be a good mom here. Anything else that I need to know about, things that are planned or asked to bring along to school at certain dates. Yes, it helps me to have a committed page for that. And then on the other side, I am making a page for my channel, my YouTube channel, The Booksaras, and I will be writing down ideas here for videos or things that I want to try, maybe on Instagram or on YouTube. Anything that pops into my head. At least I have a place to write it down, so I won't forget about it. And then this page is my planner page for the Booksaras. This means that I write down every date I should be posting a video. Usually I upload a video every week. So I write down the dates that a video would be due. I write down my idea that I have for a certain video at that time. For example, when would I do an autumn vlog, or at what date should I upload a video with my to be read for the following month or the wrap up of the previous month. And I added columns which say things like filmed, edited, made a thumbnail, uploaded and posted about it on Instagram. Now I haven't really been posting on Instagram about my videos lately, so this is something a bit new. But the other ones are to help me tick off to see where I'm at with my progress on each video that ends up here on my channel. And I hope you like those videos. This next spread is a graph for my weight. I'm trying to keep an eye on my weight. As a woman over 40, I think many of you might know the struggle. It's not as easy anymore as it was when we were 20. So this is something that I do every year. At least I can see what is happening. If I go up too much, then I can try and do something about it. And if I go down, hopefully, then I can be a bit proud of myself. I wish I was at a stage yet where it doesn't bother me at all anymore, but you know, I do think that health-wise it is something to keep an eye on anyway. Continuing with keeping up with your health, on the left side I am making a period tracker. Here I make a graph, and when my period starts I will indicate a date at the bottom at the number 1, so the first day of the cycle. And that way I can measure how long each cycle takes until the next period happens. I'm sorry if this bothers anyone. I just think it is quite healthy to keep an eye on all this. And then on the other side, I will be working on another kind of graph. It is sort of like a year in pixels thing that I changed. So it shows you a week each time. So week 1 till week 52 of the year. And I'm making 4 columns, but each column is like half of a total of 52 weeks. So there are 2 things that I'm tracking, and those will be my diet and my sport. So my diet, I mean, did I eat healthy that day? And by sport, I mean, did I do any type of exercise, or did I get my steps in that day, or did I do anything else, that I was aware of doing to make myself a bit more healthy. And I indicate that by coloring it in a certain color. I think for this year, if I haven't done it that day or haven't paid attention to it that day, I will be coloring it in dark blue. And then if I did do it that day, I'll be coloring it in gold. So it gives you a great visual of what you have or have not done. Another important thing to keep track of are your finances. So this is my finance setup for the upcoming year. Once again, the same one I make every year. And in this one across, I am writing down the first letter of each month. So each column is labeled with each month. And then in the first column down, I will be writing down all the things that we tend to spend money on in this household. So things like your mortgage, things like food, your electricity bills, your water bills, payments for the car, things for the house, things that happen in the house, doctor's appointments, or apothecary things. Going out, maybe travel, insurances, taxes, everything. Yeah, everything costs money. So this is my general overview, and it helps me to see if anything in particular costs a lot more or a lot less in certain months. It also keeps me aware of when certain taxes or payments are due. So I know that in certain months more money will be needed to be spent on certain things. This is the general overview, I'd say. And then on the next few pages, 3 spreads actually, which I will divide in 4 columns each. Those are my counting pages. So I also needed a place to add up everything that is being spent, and to also make a bit more of a division between certain things. So, for example, on the general page, I can see how much we paid for cars in general, maybe. But that is of course divided in paying for gas or paying for the insurance. Or the down payment, things like that. So I can see for each month if there was a difference there or anything that needs to be noticed. And then just on screen you could also see that I made a mistake. I started off with the month of January, which is of course wrong for my system that I'm working with. It still reflects, the start of the year. But as I have been journaling for quite a few years now, it doesn't bother me that much anymore when I make those kinds of mistakes. So I just put some paper over it and start it again. And then the last page or spread that I'm setting up at the beginning of the year is my waiting on page. This one is for all the things that we order that need to be delivered. So I write down which item I got or which shop I ordered from, the date on which I ordered it, the date on which it was shipped, and then finally the date on which it arrived. And that way I don't lose sight of anything that we might have ordered or forget about it. So yeah, this also has helped me quite a lot over the last few years. So that was it. I have finished making all my spreads. I am finished with my new bullet journal, or the setup of my new bullet journal for the upcoming school year. I very much hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to see any others, please follow, like, subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye!